Welcome to the Year 5-6 Parent Information Session. We're excited to have an active role in allowing your child to succeed in Years 5 and 6 at Boronia Heights State School. This presentation aims to give you as much information as possible for the year ahead. We look forward to growing together. So the teachers for the year will be Mr. Trevor Roost in 5-6TO, Mrs. Louise Croker in 5-6LC, Mr. Mark Ingerson in 5-6MI, Miss Megan Stacey in 5-6MS, Mrs. Katrina Thompson will be 5-6KT, Mrs. Natasha Hendricks will be in 5-6NH, Mrs. Natalie Parker will be the teacher for the first part of the year in 5-6KT, and Mr. Matt Forrester is our SCP support teacher. So this is a snapshot of our school's visions and values. You'll see first off Together Forward, where we emphasise the word grow. And this is based on our values of persistence, relationships and learning. So when we look at our PRL focus of the week, we are helping the students to learn the Boronia Bs: be a learner, be respectful, be safe and be healthy. We have a specialist lesson every Monday afternoon, and we sometimes get a visit by the lovely Busby Bee. So these are our specialist teachers for 2021. Mr. Ben Ellis is our HPE teacher, Miss Yvonne Maguire will be our arts teacher, and Mrs. Linda Lynn will be our LOC teacher. Each class has their own specialist lesson timetable. It's usually up in the classroom. The students know when they have HPE, music or languages with Mrs. Lynn. And so next we're looking at our incursions, excursions and events. At the moment, because of COVID, we're sort of restricted as to how far ahead we can plan these events. But in this term, there will definitely be cross-country and swimming. Notices will be in the school newsletter for the dates. So when we look at our English curriculum, our focus this term is on writing. The students are required to write a new first chapter of a book that we are studying called Paper Planes. Every classroom will have their writing walls up and the students can judge themselves on the A to E throughout the unit, heading towards the end of term when they have to write their first chapter. Moving on to the mathematics curriculum, there are different mathematical concepts that are covered during the term. These are also included with a math wall on every classroom. The curriculum for science is looking at the survival of living things and how it's affected by the physical conditions of their environment. Moving on to HASS, this time they're looking at investigating the characteristics of places and understanding why people live where they live. How do they make that choice? Moving on to HPE, Mr. Ellis will be conducting those lessons. The best way to know is there'll be an actual learning snapshot newsletter sent home to you, and you can find the information in there. Students will be working with Mrs. Maguire, and this term they're looking at music and they're having lots of fun with iPads creating their own songs. One of the last subject areas is technology. The students will be creating a series of different paper planes and they'll be testing them and refining them throughout the technology process. Homework is sent home every Monday. Students will have a book that should live in their bag. It's expected to be returned on Fridays. If your student cannot complete their homework, could you please get them to write a note that you can sign and bring back to the classroom teacher? So next we're going to be looking at some slides of the different classrooms. As you can see, many of them are very different, but the curriculum areas are all the same. You'll often see the learning walls all around the classes. In Year 5-6, we really value having close contact with our parents and caregivers. The list here provided gives you the email addresses for all of the people concerned, but you can also ring the school at any time to arrange an appointment.